Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We welcome you. I am Rachel, and Comrade Sama will be joining me. Today is the third day for the IG Humanitarian Draft Telethon. Every Ambazonian, wherever you are, all over the world, this is the moment. This is the time for you to call your friends, call your relatives, call whosoever you know, wherever they are, to tune into this platform, Humanitarian, Humanitarian, Humanitarian. Do you know that we have refugees in Nigeria, in Ghana, in the Middle East? Do you know that we have displaced persons all over our Amazonian territories? Do you remember that our villages have been burned down? Do you remember that our mothers and our fathers were burnt alive in their homes? Do you remember that your sons and your husbands have been locked up in the dungeons of La Republique? Do you remember that? This is the day, this is the period, this is the time where every born and wherever you are, wherever you are, to answer to this call. It is a call for whosoever, wheresoever. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, sympathizers of Ambazonians, friends of Ambazonians, and even enemies of Ambazonians, you will not say, I do not have sympathy for those who have been shot. I do not have sympathy for those in prison. This is the day we all say we will do something to wipe away the tears of our people. This is the time. On the 27th of September is the final day with a Zoom link where all of us will be coming in to draft for the humanitarian aid to our vulnerable people in need. I am not alone. I am not alone. You have the Nisama Thomas, one of our powerful activists. You hear his voice all the time with its audios reminding us of what is going on in the northern zone, of what is going on all over our territory, encouraging one another. He is here with me so we can talk about, we can remind you people, we are on our knees to beg you today to bring out the $50, the $100, the $10, the $20, the thousands of dollars, as much as the Lord lays it in your heart, and as much as you remember the plight of our suffering people. Nisama is here with us. He's going to say something, and from there we will listen to ourselves. Nisama, you are welcome. We can't hear you.
I think you can hear me now.
Yes. Perfect.
I muted myself and was talking to myself. Anyway,
Yeah, it's okay.
I want to say good evening to the host, Madam RACHAEL, and good evening televiewers from Ground Zero and Ground One and all over the world. And welcome to our plea for a humanitarian draft, which is coming up on the 29th of September 2020. There are lots and lots of people who say they cannot give money for granite and sticks, that they can only put their money in humanitarian efforts. I think some of us drafted for granite, $1,000 and above. Those that never wanted to draft for granite and sticks, they will now draft for what they cherish most, which is the humanitarian duty to help our people from Nigeria and those that are displaced back home. Thank you.
Well said. We're having some noises at the background. Well said, Nisama. Thank you very much. It is very true. Most of us we say that we do not pay for po 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 po. We don't pay for pa 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 pa. Now is the time for you to pay, to contribute for, when most people were small in those days, either you will have your Vaseline when they keep it, or your 7 years course, or your Mayanga, or whatever was available. When the child takes it, you will be rubbing it in their on their tummy. Most times they will rub it on their tummy, and they'll thinking that they are oiling themselves. They will be rubbing it on their tummy, and it was always feeling so nice. And when the mommy or the daddy or the elder sister or brother comes and sees it, they will scream, "What do you think you are doing?" But to them, they were enjoying what they were doing, oiling themselves, and mostly it was the tummy. So what am I driving at? That thing that you like to do, that nobody pushes you to do it, you do it at your own expense and you enjoy it. You do not regret doing it. You do not question yourself why you do it. It's something you love. This is the humanitarian draft. Each and every one of us, we are human. Sometimes we will watch some movies, we will shed tears because of the storyline, because of what is going on, because of the pain, because of the injustice, because of the atrocities being meted on an oppressed person, of a deprived person, on an orphan. You'll be crying and shedding tears. Why would somebody treat an orphan like this? Why should you treat her? It's the same thing. Today we have so many orphans roaming Amazonia, so many orphans roaming the streets of Nigeria. Do you know that there are many women in the bushes who do not even have their sanitary pad to pad themselves during their monthly period? For you fellow women, do you know you can just imagine how it can be. We can also remember when our sister was demonstrating how they use the moss plant to do for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, this is the time. There is a number on the screen. We are appealing to you. You can call this number and make your pledge. You can call this number and say you are willing to donate. You are willing to add so much to the humanitarian draft. Think of the people in the bushes. Do they have tarpaulins over their head? The rain is falling. Do they have medications in the bushes? If they do have, who provides? And all these things put together is a whole lot. And of recent, we equally see people in the prisons. We have them in Bamenda Central Prison, in Bafusam Central Prison. We have them in Boya Central Prison, about 600 and counting of them. We have them in Douala prisons. Douala prison just got burnt. Have we checked how our brothers and sisters there are surviving? We have the Nkondenge Principal, and we have the Central. We have those who are in full prison, those that are in Yoko prison, those that are in all of these prisons. How do we reach out to them? Somehow, some way, anyhow, we try to get to them so that they have something to know that their brothers who are out there have not forgotten them. Ladies and gentlemen, share this link, share the link, share the Facebook link, share the link for fellow Ambazonians and friends to join and add their voice through their contributions. Nisama, over to you.
Yeah, Madam Rachel, we will go for this. We are local balance.
Mhm.
You know, I watched some two videos today where they come from our WhatsApp. One from Bengui and one from Nigeria. The one from Bengui, it bring tears down anybody's eyes when you watch that video. Say that mommy from Bengue, he gathered over 35 pikin them from everywhere. They keep them for a house, it dey feed them. If that mommy he want to gather pikin them for keep them for a house to feed them, then the worst of it, lot of public occupational soldiers, they go burn the house where the mommy be there for inside with this pikin them. They don't even care whether that pikin are off and them for what. They go burn them.
Why?
They be now homeless, they don't get job and what have you. If you see that picture and that video, you don't get sympathy for your heart. It means say you and Satan for hell. Different day when I like na bad, when I only like na bad things. And also go for talk for those who are there for ground zero. Say no be only people who are there for the Western world that they contribute financially for this struggle. Because when I be there for
Nisama.
okay, sorry. Yeah.
You mute yourself again, yeah.
And it took say even if Nagari, when you do for ground zero, give them for the needy. If you get that 100 francs, not talk say it over small, because if you get that 100 francs from 1 to 20 people, that 2,000 francs. Wait, if you send one of that people to that orphanage or hospital. If I see the video where come up in Nigeria, we will put in a protest for Nigeria in their thousands. Because it's job not there for job. Then some of we get more than enough for Europe. We be unable for offer only $1. Only $1. But I also calculate say if Southern Cameroon is there for Europe or the Western world as a whole, 2 million. If we contribute only $1 every month, that $2 million that. How far this 2 million? We take about how many months for we are draft? We not draft up to whatever 2 point whatever million. I don't know. But now very few people that they draft that money. With some people they draft more than $10,000. The majority is just she don't be observers. They look. Well, inside this majority of observers, I be sure say some of them they will talk say they like that will do humanitarian work, where they will feed those people who they protest in Nigeria, they will feed that picking them. Whether mommy get a put up a house, so they don't come burn the house, they will be able to control whether mommy put roof onto that house in the Republic is burn them and for feed that picking them. I should not be draft your 1,000 during our draft. Bring their own 1,000 now for your humanitarian duties. When the thing will be cherished and most can draft them for everything on the 29th. Or if you go start now, when we start draft, we talk say the day the draft is start. If you give a pay 1,000, you will pay from that day up to December. So engage yourself for pay your own 1,000 for humanitarian duties or HHS from now to December. So you don't pay your own 1,000 for help our refugees in Nigeria, for help the homeless, for help the displaced, who they stay inside bush, they don't get job for job, for help the people when they get for hospital, they don't get their own, and for help the one who live for prison, when they don't even come out, go work farm for themselves or do anything for fish for themselves. Now is the time where they need the most. So come on board. Not talk say you don't fit give them for stick, you go get them for job. When time for job reach, you give another excuse. And not take say God you will accept their excuse.
Nisama na really true, yeah. Because even for Bible, I believe say many of we are Christians. Well, the Bible talks say me will feed my people the way they dey for prison. When it talks say me will feed people the way they dey for prison, you know say even though they say some people they say na criminals they dey for prison, na thief people then na people wey don't kill people then na they dey for prison. But me and you know, and all we Ambazonians and the world sef know say these people dem wey we dey cry say make dem help dem so na people dem wey, if you ask me whether dem commit crime or dem no commit crime, you so you fit answer that question. But if you wan go back na for Bible, Bible go say, when I was in prison, did you visit me? E say make we help widows dem. Una know say plenty dis widow dem, plenty mami dem, plenty young girls dem, dem don kill their man dem. E say make we help with dis widows dem. Na how many of we dey now wey we dey fit help widows? I dey talk am for Bible and I know say e still dey for Quran too. Na so e dey there. Number 3, e say make we feed the orphans. People wey be father to the fatherless, be mother to the motherless. Na the word of God wey I believe say 95% of Ambazonians dem dey go church, dem dey CWF, dem dey CWA, dem dey CYF, dem dey English choir dem for all these churches dem wey dem dey for America, the one dem wey dey for Europe, the one dem wey dey for Asia. Some dem don decide dem don join Pentecostal churches, and Bible dey still na the same Bible wey dem dey read, and all these things dey there. Or whether you talk you say you be atheist, you no believe you for God, okay, e still count for we. No be dey say make you help somebody, give e chop when e dey hungry, feed some person when e no get chop. My brothers and my sisters, Ambazonians dem, and all the friends and sympathizers for Ambazonia, we dey for here, we know say we no get right for beg, for force any person say take this money, can't go, must do this thing, because na your money wey na you dey work am. We just dey here with the appeal, with the plead for una say, if the ring bell kpong 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 number 1 before you wan reach 11, at least before you wan reach number 12, you must don hear say bell dey ring. So na the thing that way dem talk say this pikin wey need hear 12, this 12 mean say even if bell dey make kpang, that church bell wey all we know say e used to make sound, if you say you no hear 1, you no hear 2, you no hear 3, before you wan reach 12 you must hear. If e reach 12 then you no hear, that mean say something dey wrong. And this 12, I believe say na this humanitarian draft wey don reach, so wey we don come for this Amber ABC TV, we dey beg every person, we dey remind everybody say hear this 12 wey dey ring so. Even e bad as e bad how, may you come for Sunday 27, this Sunday, today so na Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, may you come. The Zoom link go be shared for all the platforms that wey people dey join, give your own money. Even as we dey talk so, if your heart soft, your heart touch, you say you wan give your own money now, or you wan talk say I go give so much, na so I go pay. This number wey you dey see am for your screen as you dey lis ten to we wey dey talk so, na this number wey you go call and you go talk say I go give this number, you give your contact, how we fit get to you for get that money. May I tell una one thing, we dey only talk this thing dem so, our sisters dem, small sisters dem dey for Nigeria, dem dey born pikin dem, una know say dem dey born pikin dem, dem dey sell am. Maybe una don hear thing dem, we never hear this one, dem dey born pikin dem, dem dey sell the pikin dem. Why? You know say when girl pikin don shit down, e no get wetin for chop, e dey idle, e just be frustrated, e be confused, anything can happen. Something dem dey wey person no go fit dey talk am over television, but dem say when water don pass garri, or that garri don pass water, something go dey wey person go talk am, so that make person really remember, think for himself say, well, na think this way e dey go on, how I go do just she don fold my hand so wey my small sister dem and my small brother dem dey suffer. And una still know say the one dem wey dey for prison, dem dey chop na one time for one day. One time for one day, because all we never put our hand inside our pocket for move the money for talk say, well, maybe I even dey buy them. As Ni Sama talk, $1. How much people dey buy Burger King? How much you dey buy McDonald's? How much you dey buy Subway? How much you dey buy all these pizza, all these things for side dem wey we dey? We stock am in our deep freezers, we let them there for 3 months, 4 months. $1. So even 50 cents go fit do puff puff for one person for prison. May even take and chop am for breakfast. May even take and sef chop am. Some kind thing dem dey wey we no dey think. Some of dem dey for prison dey, since dey bring dem dey get na one clothes. Their boxer dem, their mouth talk am, their dross, their pants, dem never even get means for change am. Talk less of side wey dem dey sleep. How many of dem dey sleep for bed? Inside bed dey carton. Some one dem sef wey dey bring dem life for Akpaya, the parents dem no even know side wey dey dey. Even if dey dey, who dey wan pay motor pass sotey go reach for Douala or for Yaounde for go find side wey their pikin dey. The one wey dey carry dem for Ekondo Titi, the one wey dey carry dem from Manfe, for all side the way dey carry dem go throw dem for there. 3 years now dey pass dey go. Some one dem no man never call dem not one day. No even get telephone. No man never call dem for phone one day. But we will go for outside with the tonton. A handful of people they don dey try from time to time. They dey raise money, dey give am, so una take and give them for prison, una take and give them for refugee camp. But e no dey correct, because the casualty dey increase every day as this war dey go every day. Now wey our interim government don talk say okay, through with HSS, the Department of Health and Social Services, when I oversee the affairs of refugees, displaced persons, prisoners, and all these other our suffering people, may we appeal to our fellow Ambazonians then. May dem try help, may we raise money, help these people. The condition be it's a very sad condition. When we stand for television, we dey just dey talk am, so e just dey like say we dey talk na to ourselves. But I really wish say many people that don tune in, maybe through Facebook, that dey lis ten to wetin we dey talk. And I pray say may e really reach into people their hearts. May they really come out and contribute for this humanitarian draft on Sunday. Nis Sama, maybe you still get something to appeal to our people. Some few people they be say they go call in to add their voices. May I see whether they don't be ready.
Okay, Madam RACHAEL. It don't be for quite some time where the number of audios that me I dey make am, I'm not still make am as I make am before, and I dey get a lot of calls from left to right and writers saying na which don't be wrong with me. Well, for some time I be sick. No be the matter say I be sick. I want to talk over here, but I want to plead with those people where they always listen for me. I want to plead with my supporters where they always listen for me. Say if any support they where you fit give them for me. Now the time this with me I dey plead with una. Say $10 not small. Make una come for Sunday, we join with heads and hands together for see how we raise money. It be sometime some people call me for prison. Say even chop for the chop in not day. They don't get place to sleep. They don't get chop for chop. They don't get water for wash. We for talk of the one for drink. Inside Kondengi, with people they buy water for buy them for drink. They don't get water for drink. If we not buy this water, if we not give them the means for buy water, it means they will die of dehydration. Most we don't stay for Yaoundé. I don't stay for Yaoundé for 3 months. I said no, I don't stay for the place go in the over hot. We have the state of outside. If I did for outside where I did free. I said the place over hot for me. What about people that bundle them like sardine go lock am for room wey e fit contain na 2, 3, 4 person. Dem put 100 people for there. Even if na for winter for Europe, you put that amount of people inside that small room, definitely heat and dehydration, e go kill those people, whether they intend to Bola Republic. Secondly, for 2016, La Republic via Ndawara, e be arrest people for whom in their hundreds. I mean, if the school be 480 or so, that's about 500. They go lock them for Kondengi. Till today, those people see them for Kondengi, they never ever appear for court. They don't get no family member for plea on their behalf. They don't get family members to feed them. So their feeding is being for soldiers who live outside for years. We will plead with owner. Say at least, no matter how hard-hearted you be, try soften your heart. You see those people where they live for Yaoundé, that condition. You give them, even if now 1 cup tea for morning time, you've done something and God will reward you. Come for Sunday, make with you and as a united people. Thank you.
Yes, fellow viewers, you are on the Humanitarian Draft Telethon Day 3 with RACHAEL and Nisama. Nisama is somebody who equally knows and understands and works with people on ground zero. He's been doing this for quite a while. From our popo to those that have been taken to prisons to those that have sought refuge in Nigeria and those that are roaming the streets of Nigeria. And worse still, my brothers and sisters, we are appealing for this humanitarian to really help people. Do you know that our people have become slaves in the hands of our oppressors? Some people might say, who tell them me they go to? But you know, when something happen, not be time to blame. It's not time to blame. Our brothers and our sisters, they are slaves, working slaves in the farms of our oppressors because they are just looking for what to eat. They are looking for where they can even lay their head because back home, they say we might be killed. It is a kind of double jeopardy. It's a kind of confused situation that our people are just running helter-skelter. Please, let us come out and dip our hands and join, not only by contributing, try to join the crew so that even that money that you yourself you will contribute, you will make sure that it goes to the people that really need this money. Because I know some of us will be saying that, sure say if I give my money, they'll go get am for the people. And some talk that way we don dey hear am since wey the revolution start. Since wey this our liberation struggle start. Na for we don dey hear this talk. But if you are truthful to yourself, you go don tell me say you don see video wey they don send bag rice for some place, some one the way they dey for bush, they dey thank the small thing wey they don send am for them, the ones dem wey dey dey for refugee camp, the ones dem for prison. From time to time, they dey thank themselves. They dey thank the people the way they do the small one for them. Na some people dem do am. Na some person put im hand inside im pocket, go into im bank account, take im money, contribute am. We dey beg una Ambazonians. We know say God don bless us. Those wey dey for France, those wey dey for UK, people wey dey for China, people wey dey for Australia, people in the Philippines, people in Central Europe, you know, people in the Americas, in Canada, in America, West and East Coast. God don bless us abundantly. He brought us out here knowing that there was going to be a time like this that we will be needed. Humanitarian thing not be one man thing. Pikin that he die, pikin that he suffer. I dey talk for here because I know wetin I dey talk. We get pikin the way that dey suffer for side wey dey dey. For prison, people that dey chop one time. The thing wey dey funny na say when we don shit we don see some person don dey sick, they go tie for bed, then the person die. Na that time we comot, we start run say, hey, 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 La Republique, oh, La Republique, oh, La Republique. No be only La Republique one, no. Not be one. Because if me and you, we contribute money, we send am, they go buy medication, they go give that person. If the first dey sick, they go give that medicine dem small small. So that even if e start sick wey need for go hospital, money dey on time, they take you from hospital, go on time for hospital, that person no go die. But when the person say, when my chest dey hot, oh, that time wey they be catch me, they beat me, they tie me, they beat me, my ribs. We'll give maybe Panadol, maybe all these painkillers. The painkiller will go, but the thing where the pain the person dey inside. But if we not go, when the person dey complain, we just the one time say, are you sure? Let them first do the diagnose, all those things. It dey delay na human body. But if all of us give money, we no go see any of our person wey go reach for that stage where they go chain it for bed, then we start call some other person the name. We get to try. Humanitarian draft dey come on Sunday. We get to try. I know wetin I dey talk, especially for that one and for that prison. If you see some this flyer for humanitarian, that if you look the face fine, you see the person where it dey talk. Now the face that I dey talk so because I dey cry na every day midnight. They go even call. My pikin dey sick. I dey for prison here. Who wan help me? My home and the marketplace, they don burn am. They dey na for bush. How you fit help them? If you stay 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they call you that kind call, what you go do? I dey beg una. I dey beg all of us Amazonians. I beg. May we come try for draft. If na only that 1,000 the way need some talk, 500 to 200, it go a long way. Even if we decide for enter na some sort of njangi, we will say every day we go the give na $2 to €2 every day, every month. Of the 2 million people the way they dey for this diaspora, we will get more than enough money. It's a pity say when we dey talk humanitarian, something will concern human life. If you look for our Facebook, you no go get up to 100 and something people the way that they try for watch, for listen to wetin wey we dey talk. It's a pity. But I hope say on Sunday, many people will come out in their numbers. They can't defend themselves as Amazonians. Nisama.
Yeah, Madam RACHAEL, you remind me of something for 2017. For December 2017, I be go for where I'm missing for here. So sister make me a vex straight away. If I forget high blood that day, I will die. Fortunately for me, God bless me, so I don't get high blood. With me, I will plead for on this humanitarian issue. Say make the meeting members, may they even find a close them when they don't use them, and their people don't use them when they don't get used to that close. The gam for me make me they will send them for Nigeria for gamble people, and the one that they do back home they do for bushes. And if at all you get even a job, help that beginning for day. One of we member a will go say now who we send the kingdom for Nigeria. Oh boy. I be nearly died that day. As I maybe explode the time bomb. I know that explode again. I say you ask us who send 5 years, 1 year picking for Nigeria for me go to like refugee. That picking be the run the go so be no say it go na both side. If it's just the go na go, when I end both side about day way we go end. So don't ask us if you find with the and see that people go for the consciously. If we look the early pictures about where people the very first exodus were over Nigeria. So woman be explained for one video. Say if they turn back for Manfe, I see one enter Manfe, all man they run, they come up for Manfe. He never even care whether you play on the both side or you hold on the both side. He joined the people that run, they come up for Manfe, they go for Nigeria. He joined them, find himself for Nigeria. They remember they like refugees. You don't know how way entire family did. But in the midst of war, you is strong enough for free yourself for the point where you stand for the you see put the run. Not say I will enter, go see what you end up put the run. Because if you enter, go for see that thing, they will kill you, so you get for run. If we put a run as such, where they take the one close to go with them, you ask and say, now who send them for them? It means you not get conscience. I don't show up here. I see we pass some video for internet. I look that video, I get sympathy. I pick my telephone, I call back home the person. I said, how? I said, I don't get nothing with you, but I get a therapy where I will do something follow up. Maybe if you follow him, God will help you. The person say, okay. I say, okay, with that therapy, may I give you, I know you will buy something. I will give you money for buy that thing a day, for do it with me. I say, make you do it. No matter how little it be, but when I buy the thing and say, you buy and go to do it. Make God a bless them for heal you. Now, so we get for do. Not see we put a suffer for bushes. You ask and say, who send them a day? We don't burn more than 700.
Miss Sama, we
Yeah.
get a call. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yes, yes. Is this my patience?
This is my patience. I just want to call thank Ms. Sama and you for the wonderful information we want to share with our people. And just make a small appeal. You mentioned something where, it breaks my heart plenty. Say with people that they work for like slaves. They call them indentured servants. We get people the way because they try for survive. They don't lose their homes. They don't lose their property. They don't go now for the other side. So we own land and sell for Victoria Day. For other side, we West area Day. Some people, they don't own property there, right? We didn't work for that property. Now we own people them. They go work just for be able to get money for make a living. That's an abomination. That is, if you reflects anybody to the core, then we'll not know what we fight for. How we get our own land? When we own land. Now these French people, they don't come buy all the land, buy all the property then. Then we own people, they go to work for them like slaves. Just because they don't get a means of surviving. So this appeal to make people they really come support this humanitarian drive. Like just to make sure that these people they think come out from all these slave positions where they don't find themselves, not by any choice of theirs, where some people they ask who send them there. The person will send them in Nabia, if they become wage war for the area. These people they don't for all this problem. Nabia send them there. So I did beg people then. And that person say that one I struggle, that one I fight. Now some people they talk say no, that one I fight. They pull themselves away from it, not knowing that we're all fighting for the same purpose. We're fighting for future generations. If the truth be with you, you go for even if not 2 people them out of 1,000 people that fight for that truth, you have to continue fighting for the truth because the truth always overshadows the false. We will win one day. So I did beg people that when I reach out to our friends and our families, we will go for diaspora. We reach out to our American friends, our American families, share with them the plight. Small money, $20, $30, $50, $100, it add up. We will help all our IDPs, our prisoners, our widows, our refugees, our orphans. You know, suffer too plenty, but this is one time where everybody really get for put money for support these people then. Might not take plenty time. I just want to say, you know, this palaver really strong, and if anybody really care, get any heart, na heart really, we will forget, and then you go for support with people then. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you, Nisama.
Well, Mape, thank you very much. Thank you, Mami, for us. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mape. For me, for art from which Mape just talk about. Maybe I quote this guy will be president for America for 1960, John Kennedy. John Kennedy talks, not ask which way America do them for you, but ask which way you do them for America. Make Southern Cameroonians the way they feel say they will sit down for fair. Allow some people make a fight for the liberation of the Southern Cameroons. Say when they will liberate the Southern Cameroons, all of us will be treated the same like Southern Cameroonians. No! By the end of the day, there will be more Southern Cameroonians than others. Because that thing the way it happened, even for America, you get families for America till today. Because the notion about keeping record in America, it started after the American War of Liberation. When we all will finish, we'll keep those records. When enablers are picking, they will get their own column for those records. People when they not be support the struggle, when they be capable of support them, they will get their own side for those records. Because some people who will fight for the liberation of a country, then you come enter the say you be citizen. When you be fit for joining a fight, you not do them. If you not fight, I still wrote them from Mancon and Southern Cameroon as a whole. If we know where iron way don't rust, na so quota for Southern Cameroons, it get call for iron way it don't rust. Because I say quota rotten for Southern Cameroons for this way inside Bamenda city, the Kola city, road they don't rotten like roasted iron. Then some people feel say we supposed to live with the occupier. These people they do not get conscience. We must, as a matter of fact, support ourselves or liberate ourselves. We must, as a matter of fact, support our refugees. The refugees within Nigeria and the internally displaced, they give an impetus for this struggle by their action. Though they do it ignorantly, but it get an impact for this struggle. Now those refugees where the United Nations look over Nigeria, now the internally displaced the United Nations they look at for Southern Cameroons, now the over 700 villages and towns of Southern Cameroon, the United Nations they look at it and say no, there is something going wrong in that place. If you Dave, we be a Southern Cameroonian, you see this thing that go wrong, you choose for bury your head for side. No say when the day for liberation camp, still control of bury your head for sand, no talk say that you because say now you don't increase yourself. No be any Southern Cameroonian you, but now you certain you beat yourself there. This is the time for you to show your own support, to write your name in that book of liberation for others. You are like an enabler. They say, whosoever that sees injustice being perpetrated to another person and fails to act is a party to that injustice. So, any Southern Cameroonian that has never supported the struggle with a dime is a party and a supporter of La Republic Cameroon and will be treated as such when the day comes.
Yes, fellow viewers, Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians, all over the world. This is a plea to the humanitarian draft coming on Sunday, the 27th of September 2020. For those of us who are Catholics, some people say it is whether St. Paul's Day or St. Peter or what. I don't know. I beg your pardon, but you will know if you're a Catholic, you will know what I want to say. And if you, yeah, there is the day of giving, it's a day of charity, it's a day of, when this date was selected, somebody pointed it out and said, wow, it's just as if it's an appointed divine day from heaven, because it is that day that Catholics all over the world are going out there to give to the needy, to the poor, and everything. So please, if you are a Catholic out there and you are an Amazonian, if your mother was a CWA woman, and you too, if not for the fact that you left home, you became a diaspora, you could have certainly grew up to become a CWA woman by this time. This is a time for you to come out, give, give to the orphans, give to the needy, give to the widows, give to the prisoners, give to the refugees, and you know the abundant blessings. I'm sure if you go to church that Sunday as a Catholic, your parish priest will be preaching it that day, and there will be exercises that will take place in church to commemorate that day. In the same respect, Amazonian draft is ongoing this same Sunday. Please, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, call up your Catholic friends, remind them that you can do your humanitarian draft. I have most of my friends on Facebook. I see them. There are some series of organizations that have gone out there, the for Alzheimer, for cancer for the children. Most of us, when we have our birthday, we raise a fundraise for that day for these people. This is your own day, fellow Amazonians, my friends who are watching me, maybe on Facebook now, who are not doing anything for the revolution. I beg your pardon, they're coming in. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah. Yeah, is that Dr. Ndula?
Yes, this is Dr. Ndula.
Yeah.
I'm the secretary of the HSS.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's the undersecretary for this draft committee. Please, Dr. Ndula, go on.
Yes, good evening, RACHAEL. Thank you for your untiring work for Ambazonia, alias Mama Prison. You're doing an incredible job. And Nisama, the untiring warrior, Ambazonian warrior.
Yeah.
Thank you both for hosting this show. And I would want to make a plea to all Ambazonians, all fellow Ambazonians watching, that with this war going into its fourth year now, and
Dr. Ndula, can you just call again? There is a call that has intercepted the volume quality. Can you just call again, please? Yeah. Okay, that was Comrade Jude. Yeah, fellow viewers, our calls are intercepting. So, when you call with the main line, it intercepts the volume of this phone. Okay. Hello.
hello, good evening, Mama.
Hello.
Good evening, fellow brothers and sisters.
Hello. Yeah, Comrade Jude. Wow.
Good evening.
Good evening. We can hear you.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. Good evening to our brother. Okay, thank you very much. Good evening. Let me greet all our brothers and sisters worldwide and appreciate this wonderful initiative that the interim government and the HSS has come up with to assist our suffering people in Nigeria, the prisoners of war, the prisoners of war, and the ICPs and those that are sick. Because we in Nigeria, here in Granwan, we face a lot of difficulties. I can just imagine the difficulties that are also being faced in the forest and in the prisons. So, talking about my experience as a refugee in Nigeria, I want to introduce some few topics, and I'll pass over to one of our coordinators here, refugee coordinators, to elaborate on. I would like to emphasize on health issues, of the refugee health issues, so that our fellow brothers out there should really come in to see how they can assist our refugees to get in good health. Then also we have this issue of food problem that we have on here in Granwan. You know, Granwan, we have so many camps, so many communities where refugees are living, but the UNHCR have those 4 camps, settlements, as they call it. You have the Adagon 1, you have the Adagon 2, you have the Okende, and then you have the Ekoitian camp. That is those are the 4 camps that the UNHCR is taking care of. And I want to tell you that what I mean taking care of, they are not for the past 4 months. Taking care of it means they usually give them 4,000, I think it's 4,600 on monthly basis. That's 4,600. It means a normal refugee.
Seems we've lost that caller.
Yeah, he's still on by the phone, but I don't know why we can't hear him. Yeah.
Let him
Maybe
check
the
his phone,
line.
maybe himself.
Hello? Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we are. We can.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay. Sorry, I was just talking about the network issues here at times disturb us. I was talking about some issues of the health of the refugee health and food. The UNHCR actually has done a little bit more on the health issue, but it is not enough because the UNHCR or the UNHCR health facilities that we have, you have daycare centers. The daycare centers will treat only malaria and typhoid, which is about maybe just talk about less than 10,000 naira. Any illnesses like accident or whatever thing that let's say delivery that will come above 10,000, the UNHCR is not there. So we need our brothers and sisters really to intervene in cases like this. Talking also about the food. You realize that the UNHCR, what they have for the settlements, because the UNHCR have 4 settlements all over Nigeria. We are talking about over 250,000 refugees in Nigeria, and many more are still coming in. 250,000 refugees, and the UNHCR is harboring those have registered those about 45,000 refugees. And those 45,000 refugees are being given 4,600 only on monthly basis. 4,600 means if you want to analyze and divide it on a monthly basis on daily.
Network. Yeah. Fellow. Yeah. It's a network issue. Let me get back. Let me get to. Oh, yeah. Let me get to Dr. Ndula. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, as fellow viewers, this is a first-hand narrative coming from ground one. The comrade talking is one of those who are in the refugee camps and working very closely with the UNHCR and our refugees and with HSS. So this is not just information just from the air, it's a first-hand information. Dr. Ndula, hello. Yes.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
yes, as I was saying.
Doc, there is a call coming in from ground zero. Can you just give us a second to answer? The priority. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Where are
I'm
you?
calling
Yeah,
from Ground Zero.
that's right. From where in ground zero?
Hello.
Yes.
I just want to appreciate you people for what you are doing.
Okay.
May God bless you so that you people should continue to do the work.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm
Thank you.
calling from
Do you have
Ground Zero.
Yes, do you know that we are like sensitizing our people, selling out the humanitarian draft that is coming on Sunday. Do you have anything that you may want to appeal to the people to come out and support this draft concerning the suffering of our people?
I just want to appreciate you people for what you are doing.
Okay. You are welcome. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Night. Yeah, the brother is appreciating us for what we are doing. We are not doing it for ourselves, but we cannot see. We have parents, we have siblings, we have loved ones, we have fellow countrymen, and we can understand the plight of our people. Those of us who have been in the diaspora, we understand the need of good health, good education, good governance, good everything that any person can wish themselves. That is why we are pleading to our people that since 2016, when our teachers and our lawyers came out to cry out this impending suffering that has ended up in a genocide, and we have these casualties, these vulnerable people out there. We are pleading to anyone, every one of us to come in and give a hand, come in and give a hand so that we can wipe away the tears of widows, orphans, refugees, prisoners. There are so many people that we really want to wipe away their tears, and just a handful of people can't do it. If you are in a meeting, you are in a Njangi house, you are in a small group of 3 or 4 brothers or sisters, 5 of them. I want to appreciate many groups, small groups. There's one group of our brothers in Canada who used to gather themselves and raise about $300, $500 and send to refugees and send to prisoners. I appreciate you people very much. There's another group in California. There's another lady in Canada. She's with her friends. I think 3 of them. They have not ceased helping our people privately. They channel those money to HSS, and when they are spent, they give them accountability and a letter of thanks and an acknowledgement. So, fellow brothers and sisters, we are pleading to you that please, you should not think that how I go know say they don't use my money, use the money wey I contribute am, because the person wey the money go reach for, he go surely write you appreciation letter. He go make an audio, he go send you, tell you say this is how much I receive. Me sef wey I dey for here, I don dey receive the money from people, I don dey spend am, use am for the people. I get acknowledgement letter with the NGO on ground wey we dey work with dem, wey dem dey support we, and dem dey send their own letter how much they received, and audios from our brothers and our sisters sent privately to you with your thanks. We are appealing to you all out there that you should come and support this draft on Sunday. We cannot just keep on talking. Secretary Chris spoke on it on Monday. It was spoken on Tuesday. We are talking on it today. And people will still talk tomorrow until Sunday. Okay, our comrade from ground one still has something to tell us. Yes, Comrade Jude.
Yeah, once more, good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know if you got the points that I was talking about,
Yes, yes,
so I
right.
can continue where I ended.
Yes, can you just, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, so let me continue where I ended. I was at the point of sustainability on how our brothers and sisters, our fellow South Amazonians can come in to assist the refugees in Nigeria in ground zero and in the IDPs and in the prison. I was on the point of sustainability because of my experience that I have on the ground here in ground one. For example, we have always been coming in to give food. Are we together?
Yes, we are getting you.
We are going you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, I want to say HSS has always been coming in to give food, to give health, for example, to assist some refugees. A lot of cases have been assisted on daily basis by HSS. Even yesterday, I want to think that one of our sisters who had an accident in Akwa Ibom State was being assisted by HSS, for example. That is one of the latest cases that we have. And they do a lot of things on the ground. So now I want to talk about the food issue. You know, talking about food, you keep giving food to refugees all over Nigeria, but it is never enough. So because you give food today, tomorrow they'll eat this food maybe probably for a week, and after 1 week the food gets finished. They'll need more. And we have about 250,000 refugees in Nigeria. The UNHCR harbors just about 45,000 refugees in Nigeria.
Yeah,
and they are
Comrade
not even
Jude.
able to take care of those refugees in their keeping.
Yeah, Comrade Jude. Is there any sister, because you said there was a sister that wants to say something as well from the woman's perspective? Is she there with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody knows she's going to call Mama, she's going to call in shortly. I told her already that after I drop she will call.
Okay.
But with me here I have a refugee coordinator who is going to elaborate more.
Okay. Can we have her, because time constraint? Can we just have the other comrade to talk to us, to talk to the Amazonian people, appealing to them to come out on Sunday? Because to have 250,000 people is not 25 people. It's not even
Madam
25.
RACHAEL, can we just get
Yeah.
from Jude the aspect of sustainability? For 1 minute, please.
Okay. Yeah, Comrade Jude, come on. It's network. There's a call from ground zero. We have to switch. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Can you just continue?
Hello?
Give us the point on
sustainability. Okay.
Yes, right.
Yes. Good evening, madam, and good evening to everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade.
I want to continue on the point of sustainability.
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking from ground one. We are looking at sustainability because every day we keep giving materials is just for emergency intervention and emergency relief. And what we have realized here is that even the money and the stipends that is given by the UNHCR and SHS is only going for a short while, and it's making the situation recurrent because it repeats itself regularly, and they find themselves in the same situation of being stranded. So we look at sustainability income. We're looking at this training for small survival skills, and we change our methodology of empowerment by empowering with material and the proper follow-up instead of empowering with finances. Because when we empower with finances, a lot of social pressure and the rest at the end of it, the skills they have learned, they don't practice it, and within a short period of time, they go back to their various situation of wanting, and we'll keep having those pressures. And it's bringing a lot of social ills because a lot of them, especially young girls, are into the streets and prostitution and young men in little crimes along the streets and in the quarters, and we keep paying them because.
Yes, I can say something to that because of my presence in HSS. Because I have those are reports that come up nearly every day. When somebody an idle mind is the devil's workshop. When you do something, you cannot practice it, you cannot push forward because there is no means of sponsor. Even though we are talking of the humanitarian draft, from this money, we will still be appealing to people who should come out like donors to support this group of young men and women to have a trade that will sustain them, not only to feed them, but to keep them busy, to keep them away from crime, to keep them away from this social um, um, yeah, from this social decadence, from the especially the young girls. So though there are some that we cannot avoid, but then if we can do, we can pull more in. So fellow Amazonians, if you are somebody that you know that you have the means to sustain people, don't just sit quiet. I know some of our lives are so comfortable that we don't deprive anybody from their hard work, from the comfort they have already built from themselves for themselves. We are not depriving anybody. It's your right, it's your effort, it's your hard work. But what we are appealing is that extend a hand of fellowship. Extend a hand of fellowship to a needy, to a sister, to a brother, one or two. You'll be rich in your spirit because blessed is the hand that giveth. When you reach out there to people who are in need, there is this joy that you will feel in your heart. And there are sometimes you talk to some people, they will tell you, I they already support. I no must talk to you where I dey do. It is not a matter of talking what you are doing. It's not a matter of talking what you are doing. Like this house that we mentioned in Bangui there. When that mama said she has 35 children, the house was burned down. She has been appealing now for months in the social media for people to even come and support and let them build that house. She's still appealing for people to build. But you know, it will just be funny because you will see people building duplex, triplex beside that same house that she's even begging for 10 bags of cement or for 2 packets of zinc to roof that house and to repair that house to go there. You see, these are some of the controversies in life. So when we are talking of humanitarian draft, if you cannot do it alone, you can come with others and draft. The little that we bring in is going to make an ocean that we may support projects like that and take away those children from the streets. Comrade Jude is still here. Hello, Comrade Jude. Hello. Oh, yeah. Yes, you see, most of
Well,
our
I don't know. I want to talk for Comrade Jude. I be hear me about the aspect of sustainability.
in
Until
the
Comrade Jude, they don't identify exactly the various sectors and where they feel say we feel be of sorry.
yes, that day
If
for draft.
say sewing machine, me they tell we say they need like 210 sewing machine them. But if we don't know anything, we don't do anything. You dey act on
Yes.
information you get am. If that information be lacking, you no fit act on anything. So we need to get that information so as to see which side we fit stand.
Yes, I fit just call this one thing Nisamana just like headline because some people they know the details. But this one just dey like headline because even for this program we still get limited time to hang over. So na headline make people that begin even know self say the projects are for sustain small groups of men and women, like the ones that where they say they want make soap, where they want learn for the make powder soap, they want to make liquid soap, where somebody if you can't teach them, then they give them small money, make them begin to make that kind of soap, then they sell am for quarters to get money. They fit dey go stand for market to dey sell, dey get something for themselves. The ones that wey they say they wan plant na vegetables. We don see some of the farms dem wey some other group of people we don help give seeds, give money for some people, then they rent plot of land, they start plant vegetables wey then some of them the some of them the
Survive through that thing.
yeah, wey they survive through. Yeah, so many of those things dem we dey still appeal. Young girls wey dey wan do tailoring, dey wan do dey wan be beautician and all these things. So is the purpose of the drafting also not just to give people fish every day, but to help sustain them so that they can be fishing every day, every time for themselves. Yeah. So back to the really appeal of our people. If you look through the Facebook appeal, some of our sisters are saying that $1 is not small. $10, as according to as God has blessed us, He said He will bless some in 10 folds, in 100 folds, in 1,000 folds, and why not in million folds? If God has blessed you that way, it is for you to bless others. Come out, show the human side of yourself, fellow Amazonians, those of you that are doctors, engineers, nurses, lawyers, pharmacists, social workers, technicians, everything that we have, artists, musicians, God has blessed us mercilessly that we cannot deny it. A caller is calling from ground zero. Let's get the call. Hello. Oh my God.
Drop out.
Oh, yeah. It dropped. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because of we are time constraint, I want to re-emphasize for our people. We know say they give us them, they don't give. But I want plead with the givers. Say not ever tire for give. Because the day where you start for give, you know you don't ever go sleep with hunger for your house because you will give. And when you no go give, you no go chop more than where you dey chop am because you not give. So please, I dey plead with all southern Cameroonians. So better get that sympathy for our people. No matter how much weight we don't put a bill. I dey talk because I be ready for do something, make everybody come up for do something. It no will change the who we will be, but God it will help we forget more than which way we get them. So as we continue for the gift.
Yes, our fellow brothers and sisters, um, our time is a luxury that we do not usually have on our side.
That's right.
Many people, yeah, many people are willing to call in. There is the connection problems, um, technical problems with our phones, time zone differences, and everything. Yeah, they want to share their mind, they want to plead, they want to let people know. Our brothers in the prisons, they were also willing, some were willing to call to say, to plead that they really need us in all ramifications, every area of life, to from their toothpaste to their boxers, to their pants, to their bra, to their sanitary pads, the ladies, the needles, to the newborn babies born inside, even in prison, they need us with the diapers and all those things. We are calling on everyone. The babies that are equally being born in the bush, they need our support. The small ones inside there, they need new clothes, they need something to change, they need Thermosol soap, antiseptic soap to wash themselves from the mosquitoes. They need mosquito nets to put around them and protect them from mosquito bites. All these things we all know. Let us not just sleep comfortably in our beds in the diaspora and think all is well. We are appealing to you people to come out on Sunday, Ambazonia, show that good human side of you. Come out and show that good human side. We know you can do it. We know that you know how to live. We know how to live good lives. Let's help our brothers and sisters who are in need. We are appealing to you. Oh, yeah. Somebody from ground zero. Hello? Okay, it's gone. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be rounding up. Nisama, if you still have something to talk to our people to come out on Sunday, you can go ahead.
I want plead for with people inside Belgium for years. Say for those who don't know about the humanitarian draft where they come up for Sunday, I be a lot of the watch me now. I dey plead for them. Say make they go join we for Sunday for raise money. We will fit for help the internally displaced, those who live in prison, and those who live in refugee centers for Nigeria. Like we don't hear we all from one of the refugees explain which be their difficulties inside Nigeria. Please make una come for Sunday. Make we all we put our hands together. We see how we help. We are vulnerable people. We are there for country and we are there for outside country. The suffer for them. I hope I will see una all for Sunday.
Yes, so at least 1 million Amazonians then. Una fit start the call today night, call tomorrow, the draft una. The one wey dey know fit get time on Sunday. Make una really calm. I dey really cry for our brothers wey dey for Nigeria. Una remember we used to say chop not really dey for Nigeria. And then una remember say una 250,000 and counting more brothers and sisters that don go dey wait till dem na how dem dey survive with the back una. More than 3,000 dey dey for inside all the prison dem for Bamenda, for Boya, for Bafoussam, for Douala, for Kondengi 1 and 2, Principal and Central, dey dey for Yoko, dey dey for Ntui, dey dey for Mfu. All those places dem. If una know wetin e dey happen for there, una go really come out. Even say make me I buy one pullover for my brother dem for Bamenda wey dey cold. Make I buy pullover, make I even buy small mattress for the one wey dey go put for floor for inside prison. The one wey dey go to pay new man tax dem for inside the prison. That is the thing dem plenty. Then na how dem dey chop. If dem be sick, na how dem dey do. Well, at the beg una make una come out on Sunday. Make una really can try. No, join hands together. See as we fit help dis our brothers and our sisters. And then the one wey dey dey turn inside Ambazonia wey dey no get place for stay. We dey beg una make una try come join even at the $10, $100, $50. As God don bless you, $1,000. As God bless you, you bless more and more. We dey just beg una make una come for that Sunday. Me sef I no get way I fit continue for talk. I go dey there on Sunday, join every other Ambazonian so that make we do the work together to draft for the sake of our suffering people. So we don come to the end of our broadcast. Make una stay well. This was day 3. Tomorrow Dedication will be coming up with another set of us to come and quickly for the same cause. Stay tuned, be with us, and on Friday another person will come. On Saturday another person will come until the D-Day, which is Sunday. We will not relent. We will keep appealing to you, and we pray that God Almighty will touch your heart and bring you that you come on Sunday and do that which is really just for your people. We want to end here and have a blessed day, rest of the day, rest of the night or evening, wherever you are, and see us on Sunday. Thank you and stay blessed. Thank you, Newcomer.